Have you ever felt like your past is quietly living inside you, even when you think you've moved on? Hi, I'm grateful you're here today. It tells me you're ready to pause, breathe, and take a gentle look within. Today, we're exploring how shadow work can heal your past, not as a theory, but as something real and deeply human that you can step into, no matter your age. You see, many of us carry our past quietly, in the way we react, the way we love, and even in the way we limit ourselves without realizing it. Maybe you've worked hard to build a good life. You care for your family. You keep yourself busy, and yet, some days, you feel a heaviness you can't quite name. A small conflict with a loved one triggers a deep hurt. A rejection at work makes you feel like a child again. You find yourself afraid to speak up, or feeling like you're not good enough, even when everyone around you sees your worth. Have you ever felt that way? That's not weakness, and it's not something to be ashamed of. It's your shadow gently asking you to pause and listen. Carl Jung described the shadow as the parts of ourselves we hide, repress, or deny, and these parts often come from moments in our past where we felt hurt, unseen, or unworthy. We tuck these moments away because we're told to move on or be strong. But the truth is, unhealed pain doesn't disappear. It finds quiet ways to live in our present. I want you to imagine this. You're carrying a backpack, and in it are pieces of your past you didn't have the space, support, or safety to feel when they happened. Maybe it's the fear of speaking up because you were shamed as a child. Maybe it's the belief you are not enough because someone important to you made you feel small. Or maybe it's the grief you never let yourself feel when you lost someone you loved. Yourself feel when you lost someone you loved. You've been carrying this backpack for years, even decades, while trying to build a good life. But carrying it doesn't mean you've healed it. Shadow work is the process of gently opening that backpack, piece by piece, and asking, what is this memory or feeling trying to teach me? What does this part of me need to feel seen? To feel safe? To feel free? I remember working with a man in his late 50s who always avoided conflict, even when it meant silencing himself. He was loved by many, but inside, he felt invisible. Through shadow work, he realized that as a child, he was constantly told, don't cause trouble, don't be difficult. That child inside him still believed speaking up would mean rejection. When he finally allowed himself to feel the anger and sadness he had pushed away, he started to reclaim his voice. One day, he looked at me and said, with tears in his eyes, for the first time in my life, I feel like I exist. Shadow work doesn't erase the past, but it helps you transform your relationship with it. It allows you to reclaim your power from moments where you felt powerless. It helps you see that your anger is not something to fear but a sign that your boundaries need to be honored. It shows you that your grief is not weakness but a reflection of how deeply you love. Healing your past doesn't mean forgetting it. It means honoring your journey, acknowledging your wounds, and choosing to walk forward without letting those wounds quietly run your life. You deserve that. You deserve to live a life where your past no longer quietly dictates your choices or steals your joy. But how do you begin? Start by noticing the moments you feel triggered. Instead of judging yourself, pause and place your hand on your heart. Breathe. Ask yourself, what is this feeling reminding me of from my past? What does this part of me need right now? You might journal about it, or simply allow yourself to feel it without rushing to push it away. Healing happens in small, honest moments like these. Many people believe that the older we get, the harder it is to change. But I've seen again and again that at any age, we can heal. At any age, we can choose to live with more freedom and peace. You don't have to fix everything overnight. You don't have to be perfect. You just need to be willing to look within, listen, and offer yourself the compassion you may have needed long ago. If you take one thing with you from today, let it be this: your shadow is not your enemy. It is a doorway back to yourself. You don't need to run from it. You can step toward it, listen, and gently embrace it. You deserve to live fully, with all that you are, not just the parts others find acceptable. If you feel ready, I invite you to write in the comments, "I am ready to heal." Or share what part of your past you feel ready to look at with kindness. I read every comment, and you are not alone on this journey. And if this video feels comforting to you, please consider subscribing to this channel and turning on the notification bell. It helps these messages reach more people who are quietly carrying their past alone. And it allows me to keep creating content that supports your healing journey. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Thank you for having the courage to look within. Take a deep breath, smile, and remember, you are worthy of healing. And you are worthy of peace. I'll see you in the next video.